The environmental benefits of recycling include, of course, the conservation of our natural resources, whether we're looking at metals, paper, or other materials.
When you think of an environmental benefit, recycling has it. So, there's energy saved, there's water saved, there's air pollutants saved, there's virgin ores saved, fossil fuels are saved.
Pollution is avoided when we recycle because instead of extracting new virgin raw materials, transporting those, processing those, eventually making those into new materials, we're saving a lot of those steps, and so we avoid a lot of pollution associated with the combustion of those fossil fuels.
With the electronics recycling, it's even more important that we recapture some of those conflict minerals, basically, that are mined throughout the rest of the world. The U.S. consumers generally don't see the impact of that mining process or even that reclamation process, because most of the reclamation centers are overseas. It's very caustic materials, so if there's a way for us to capture that and reuse it versus mining it new, those are incredibly important environmental benefits.
Recycling does a lot of things. Obviously, number one is it prevents material from going into the landfill. And as we see in McLean County and in communities around us, landfills aren't infinite. Eventually they fill up, they run out of space, and we all are going to have to haul our garbage further and further away. So by recycling, we're extending the life of those landfills. Additionally, we're recovering valuable resources. As most of us know, most plastic is made out of oil, which is a resource we don't have an abundance in the United States. Things like aluminum are made from bauxite ore, which it's much more environmentally friendly and energy conscientious by recycling these items rather than going to harvest new ones and make new ones out. Same process with even paper. It saves thousands of resources of energy, fuel by recycling a piece of paper rather than cutting down a tree and processing the pulp from that tree.
I think everybody needs to care about recycling. It's not just something that you do at your house, but it's something that has a bigger picture. Bloomington and Normal together in May did about 740 tons of just single stream recycling that came in. And if you look at that and the impacts that that creates, we have over 3 million pounds of CO2 that was prevented from being released into the atmosphere via recycling of that material. If you calculate that out for what an average car will emit over its lifespan, you have about 446 cars of a year long of what they would emit is equal to what we prevented in 1 month. If you think that your household level material doesn't really make a lot of a difference, when you compound that with everybody else in your community, you have a very real impact.